Yo, welcome to BPM Music Talks with my boy Shawn Alexander.
How you doing, man? What's going on, everybody?
How's it going, man? How's it going, man? Great to have you on.
Oh, it's
I'm
good to be here.
gonna
Blessed,
make this.
blessed. How y'all doing?
Yeah, we're good, man. We're good. So, Shawn, man, we're like, hey, I'm gonna get you to play that piano in a minute. Can you play?
Oh yeah, of course.
All right, cool. We'll get to that in a minute. First things first, Shawn, I got questions for you in it. Wait, I need to pull it. I can't believe it. Where are they, man? They were right here, man. They were right there. Okay. So we met through Rags to Riches. Big up to our boys, Rags to Riches.
Correct.
And yeah, obviously you're the first artist who reached out to basically and said, "Yo, I need some people to come on, and I'm trying to promote you in Europe, Germany, and England specifically." So today it's time to make a good impression, man.
Oh yeah, yes sir. I'm very,
Yes.
very blessed and honored to be on your show, man. And I hope it's a path to many more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah.
so where you from?
I'm actually from Leavenworth, Kansas, man. From Kansas City, Kansas, but I was born and raised in Leavenworth.
You know what? Explain to me why in America you got a state called Kansas, and then you got one that's about exactly the same called Arkansas, and not
Yeah.
Arkansas. What is that?
Oh, I know. Everybody says that it's almost spelled the same, but it's two totally different places. But it's really spelled almost the same.
Yeah. It's funny. It's one of those things. So, how old are you? If you don't
I'm
mind me
actually
asking.
I'm 40. I look really young, man,
Yo,
but
I was
I'm
gonna
actually,
say you're like me, man, because I'm like 38, and I was gonna say you're like 22 or something, man.
that's what I was about to say to you, man. That's why I said everybody you look young like I do.
I was
It's a
gonna.
blessing.
What do they call it? The black don't crack and stuff, man. That's what it is.
I'm telling you, it never does
Yeah.
it?
Not until you get like proper old and that, like after 70, when it doesn't matter anymore, I guess.
Oh, I mean Denzel, all them, they still look fly, man, and they in their 60s.
That's true. Well, what do we say about Morgan Freeman?
Oh, well, besides him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's been
Morgan's getting
old.
up there.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
he's been old for years. I'm like, this guy's just old. He's never been young. He came out looking that way.
he looked old back in the day though, man, like back in the driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah. So how long you been doing music then?
Actually, man, I started doing music when I was 16 years old.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
I actually grew up in a rough neighborhood in Leavenworth, Kansas, and the only outlet that I had was music. And that was
Okay.
a way that I thought that I could actually tell my story more than anything, because I felt that there was people out there that could relate to me, people that I could help with the
Yeah.
same situations that I grew up with, not having much and poverty and whatnot, how to overcome it and make better things out of it instead of a negative. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So when did you discover like that you wanted to do music? When did you think, oh man, actually, because 16 is quite late. Like when I started playing, for example, I play piano. I started playing at 9, but I had friends who started playing when it was 7 and 6. So
Okay.
I don't know if you started playing piano early. I don't know if you actually play piano. I don't know. I believe
Oh
you
yeah, I
play
play
piano.
piano. Yes.
Yeah, but did you start when you was like 16 then? Was you like, I'm 16, I want to do
Actually, I
music?
started messing around with the piano when I was a little younger than that. I was actually around 10.
Oh, okay, yeah. So about the same as me then.
Yeah. I had a love for music since day one. I mean, back as far as Michael Jackson goes. I mean, when I
Yeah.
first heard that, I was just in love with how the music was made, how he performed it, how his craft was, how his passion was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it, man. That's the hit,
Put
man.
me towards music. But the minute I heard Tupac, that was when I really wanted to do it. Because
Okay.
Tupac told stories, he was captivating. That's what made me really get into it.
Oh, so you would say like Michael Jackson and Tupac were your biggest influences then?
Yes, of
Anyway,
course.
what about the whole the battle between Biggie Smalls? Did you not?
Well, yeah, I
Are you allowed
remember
to say
that back
anything?
then. I mean, everybody does. Everybody picks sides back then. But actually, the older I got, I understood that Biggie was just a bigger artist as Tupac was. It's just they had two different lifestyles, two different
Mm,
stories, but they were all very big and important in hip hop history. You know what I mean? And it's a
okay.
lot to learn from those guys. I mean, and even Nipsey Hussle, he was a big influence on me as well. I mean, as
Yeah.
far as the business side, the music side, how to promote your music, distribute your music, run a business. He taught me a lot.
Okay, that's awesome, man.
Oh yeah.
So do you write your own songs?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
And you produce your own beats too?
Yes, I do.
You're like, yeah, who is this guy I'm interviewing, man? This is you should be like getting a Grammy or something.
One day, that's what I'm working towards.
Yeah, or one of these BET awards. I guess we only get the BET awards, and that's it. Like the Black People Awards, the White People Awards, not for us.
Right. To go to the BET Awards, that would be a major blessing. I don't even know how I would react, man. I'd be like on cloud 9, you know, way up there.
I think by then, look, when you think about a path of a musician, it's so much struggle. I think by the time you get there, you're fatigued, you're tired. You're like, I'm happy to be here, man, but that path took everything out of me. You know what I mean? And then you're there, and then once you're there, it's like I gotta stay here now. And I can imagine that's even harder, trying to stay there.
The path to get there is very, very difficult. Like throughout my career, I've worked with a lot of artists. I mean, in Kansas City, Tech Nine, a lot of people know who he is.
Oh yeah, I know him.
He taught me a lot. You know what I mean? As far as business, how to master your craft, as far as rapping, taking your time. You know, he taught me more than anybody. I owe him 100% credit for my success.
Do you know the Insane Clown Posse? What Insane Clown Posse? Do you know these guys?
Oh yeah. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Those guys are actually very amazing, man. Some people actually think they're kind of far out there, but as far as artists, creative as you can get, man. They have the most creative minds that you would ever think that you would meet.
Okay. So you've worked with a lot of artists.
No.
Who would you like to work with now? Like with everything you experienced?
Who would I like to work with now? I'd say out of every artist that I've seen, who I'd want to work with right now would probably be DaBaby. He seems like he's DaBaby.
DaBaby. See, he must be like an inland artist, because there's a lot of people don't know this, but we only get your biggest artists in Europe unless you're really in the scene. We don't know, like DaBaby. I've never heard of this guy, but he's probably like big in America. And everyone knows him in America, but like, I don't even know. I think even in America, you have like statewide artists who are like famous in a state, but you don't know them in the next state. You know, you won't know them in Texas, but they're famous in California, for example.
Yeah.
So this Baby guy, man, or maybe I'm just out. You know, I'm old now, man. We're old. I don't keep up with it as much anymore.
Right. It's hard to get, like, if you're a local artist, it's really hard to get your music out there. But the way the platforms are developed nowadays, it's really easy. You know what I mean? But you got to have the right connections. You also have to have that. You know what I mean? Without the right connections, it's not going to work.
Yeah, connections, and it help with money behind you.
Yes, of course.
And a publicist. If you can get a publicist who's willing to support you, you're good. You're good to go. I mean, that's the most important thing. But people don't tell you that. You know, it's kind of like you got to figure it out. You'll hear it come up, publicist, and you're like, yeah, okay, I don't need that. The marketing, and then you figure out what's marketing. Facebook, Instagram, and all. But it's like, you know, if you get a publicist, he'll write articles for you and put them into the papers. You know what I mean? And put them on different blogs. And then you're like, oh, these guys, I need these guys. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
All right. So. Sorry, do you want to say something?
Oh, when I actually met CEO Frank, that guy is amazing with business. I mean, I've met a lot of people throughout my career, but him and his outlook on the way he does things, I love it, man. And it's successful. It works. Yeah,
it puts in a lot of work, man. That guy's I don't know if he ever sleeps.
Oh, he don't sleep.
I think this is the only guy. Like, I sleep probably average around 5 hours a night, but I think this guy sleeps less than that. Because I send him a message before I go to bed, and I'll send him a message in the morning, and he's answering. I'm like, yo, what time is it in America?
That's him. He's on it. I mean, you're like, he's got to be asleep. So you'll send him a message. It's super late. He gets right back. Like, Frank, do you sleep? I said, no, I don't sleep.
Didn't Puff Daddy say something like that? Oh, sorry, P. Diddy. He said something about that too. You got to forget sleep. If you want to be successful, forget sleep.
Oh, if you want to be successful, sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead. That's how I think about it.
Yeah. Okay. So you write your own songs. When did you write your first track?
Actually, I wrote my first track when I was about 16, 17 years old.
Okay. Produced or?
Actually, it was for a little group that I was with when I was growing up, a little group of guys that I went to school with.
Yeah,
So, you know how that goes. I was really trying to develop myself, but
of
actually
course.
I was actually about 21 when I really started getting heavy into it. I went to a Tech Nine concert and I met him, and he gave me a card, and you think, this guy's not serious. He told me to call him. So I just kind of blew it off for a couple of days, and he actually called me. I was like,
Really?
about to hang up on this guy. I said, this ain't Tech Nine, man. I'm hanging up on you. He was like, man, hold on. I know you're not gonna hang up on me. I said, okay, what you want me to do? He said, be up here at such and such date. Coolest person I ever met, and I've been in it ever since.
Okay. Okay, so you got direct line to Tech Nine then.
Oh yes,
That's
that's
cool.
my guy, man.
We're gonna try and get him on the podcast, man.
Oh yeah, we got to do that from Kansas
Yeah,
City.
for sure. Okay, I'm thinking, let's listen to your track, man. End Zone. Do you want to tell me a little bit about it, how it came about? Was there any influence? Let me know.
Oh, actually, End Zone came about when I left Strange Music to start my own label, Last Kings Productions LLC, and Frank hit me up. So I wrote End Zone with a good friend of mine named Prophet, really good friend of mine, and it came together amazing. It's actually got Tyreek Hill's name in it, Kansas City Chiefs player up this way.
Okay.
So hopefully he hears that, and he likes it. But I love the track, man. It's something real, that I hear every day, I see every day. So I just hope the people like it because I'm excited about it and I love it.
Okay, I want to see if I can get this up now because I would like to play it. It's actually in the window.
Amazing track.
Okay, so if you want, what you can do, you can introduce us to the track and then we'll play it.
Okay, everybody. This is my track End Zone. I hope you enjoy it. I was a pleasure for me to make it. Actually, it was a little bit of trouble for me and Prophet to get it going, but it worked out. So I hope you enjoy it. Here we go.
All right.
This how this shit gon' go. My niggas, they down the road, right past that gas station, bitch. Pump my shit, let's get rich. Fuck all your hating ass niggas. Last Kings raised the riches. Got that contract, sign that shit. Get the whip, let's hit Kansas. Never nigga about the road. Lay back and chill my dome. All I really wanna do is enjoy life, but everything probably pop up. All a nigga can do is sit and rub my head, feel like I'm gon' die. Life and hard on the young nigga, hustling for my mom, nigga. Hood I grew up in, had to be a mean nigga. Like Big said was all a dream, now I'm blessed with the best. On my chest, niggas gon' confess, they fucking with the best. Rags and riches, KT, and I'm out this bitch, yeah.
Shoot for the end zone, nigga. We sprinting in the field like Tyreek, nigga. Last Kings in rags to riches, yeah, that's my clique, homie, we this shit. Shoot for the end zone, nigga. Sprinting down the field like Tyreek, nigga. Last Kings in rags to riches, and that's my clique, homie, we this shit. Rolling with the homies in a blacked out Cadillac. I got a nice sack of that green crack. You know where we at, it's Party City, yo. So go with the flow, but take it real slow. When you riding the show, you better roll that cone. Make sure it's fat, come work with that. Prof said that, and bitch, it's a fact. I got that money, now I came back. Man, I came out like that. That ain't no surprise, you know I'm always high. I am always chronic in the skies. Look into my eyes, I'll party to the day that I die. No lie, used to hang with the homies in hard every night. You of them died, but now with your size, and now I got a job to do. You say fuck me, well fuck you too. Cause me and my clique about to bring down the roof. Which one about to hate me too. So I pass it on to the homie KT. This Prophet, yo move.
Sprinting down the field like Tyreek, nigga. Last Kings, rags of riches. That's my clique, man. We the shit. We shoot for the end zone, nigga. Sprinting down the field like Tyreek, nigga. Last Kings, rags of riches. That's my clique. We the shit. rags to riches. Last Kings. 2021. Fucking with them beats y'all niggas can't afford. We out this motherfucker, man.
Yo.
Oh yeah.
That's fat.
That was
Yeah,
live,
that's
bro.
fat.
That was live.
Yeah, that's fat. That's proper. That's nice, man.
Thank you.
What genre was that?
Say what?
What style was that?
That was actually just hip hop, man. That was just the style of rap.
Good old classic.
Just
None
classic.
of this, not mumble rap or nothing like this. That was just
No, nothing. We don't do none of that mumble rap. I want people to understand my story. You know what I'm saying? So I want people to hear what I'm saying. So I got a lot more tracks coming up, a lot more. So it's gonna get much better, trust me.
I want to listen. So, because the problem with me, because I was a musician a long time and I was producing a lot of beats, I listen to the music a lot, but I forget to hear the lyrics. So I have to listen to that song about 5 times, and I start listening to the lyrics after I've broke down the beat. So to me, my reaction is based on pretty much the beat first. Like, oh man, the beats, yo. But then after, I'll be like, oh, did you hear what he said in that song?
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't know how you work, man, but some like my wife, for example, she hears all the lyrics first and doesn't really hear the beat, and I'm like, didn't you hear you heard the lyric? And then she can recite all the lyrics too, and I'm like, yo, what is that? Me, I need about 100,000 listens, and then I
Right. Yeah, you gotta
like
listen to it 2 or 3 times. You know, you listen to the lyrics, and then you listen to the beat, and then it kind of all catches up together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
I definitely enjoyed that track, man. I loved it, man. It was a pleasure to make it, and it definitely, I love the way it sounds.
So how long you produced the beat?
Yes, I did.
How long did it take you to produce the beat then?
Actually, I helped my friend. He's the one that was on the track with me. He's the one who was rapping on it. Frank, CEO La Rosa, is the one who gave me the beat actually. So
okay,
I didn't.
Oh, so you didn't produce the beat?
No, Frank gave me the beat. So
okay,
actually that hat goes off to Frank. So he was the genius behind that. So
okay. So do you ever perform live then?
actually, yes, I have. I performed actually several times live, but it was all with strange music when I did those. Those was the most exciting experiences of my life. It's an adrenaline rush when you perform. I can't wait to do that again. Very excited.
You play on stage and stuff, and I'd like.
Oh man, I think the most exciting thing is when people know the words to your songs.
Yeah, sure.
When you see, you know, their reactions to your music, how it affects them, you know, how they get into it. That's what makes it worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see, I'm trying to figure out in America, you a lot of people perform in clubs, and you go to clubs and then you perform, and then you and also university campuses, I heard, is a popular place where you can go in there and perform. For example,
it is.
In Europe, it's a little bit different. There's like in Germany, for example, where I reside at the moment, there's a lot of people bringing that American style over, because a lot of Americans in Germany, and they bring American artists over, which hopefully in the future I can do for you guys. I'll bring you over here and be like, yo, the newest, greatest American rapper, man, he's popping at the moment.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Yeah. Well, when everything opens again, you know, at the moment we're in the middle of this pandemic, everything's closed. So yeah. So they bring this idea over to Germany, where people are basically performing in clubs, but normally you would go on like a festival or something, and then you'd perform there. That would probably be your first point before you do the clubs. Like, so yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
You got to pray for the people during the pandemic. I definitely got to say that too. Everybody just got to keep safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Safe. Yeah, man. Okay, so when this was a single, is this from an album, or are you working on an album at the moment?
Yes, I'm working on an album at the moment. Actually, it's the Dot Boys album.
So that will be
on that. Oh yeah, I'm very excited. It'll have about 18 tracks on it. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. I got about 3 more actually. I am in the process of working on right now. That's a lot better than that one. I'm really excited about these. So when those get done, you're definitely gonna love those.
You know what? Actually, you just said you're doing an album with about 18 songs. Don't you think
Yes.
that's like overkill, man? Don't you think you should split that into 2 albums?
Well, I feel if people are gonna buy my album, I feel that I should give them their money's worth. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm kind of old school. You know, when you bought a Tupac album, he was the first one that ever did a double album. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just feel I want to give people, you know, their money's worth. If they purchase my album, I want to be able to have it like a Nipsey album. When you put it in, you don't have to skip. You just let it play. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I want mine to be like. You get 18 songs of straight fire. You know what I mean? You get what you pay for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
So
like
that's how
that.
it be.
I do
Yes.
like that idea actually. I'm trying to figure out. It's only like the stars now will probably be like, now give them 10 songs or 12 songs, because they know they can. But people like us who are still on like how to say, we're still part of the people. You know what I mean? We
Right.
don't mind like saying, yeah, we'll do your 30 songs, man. No problem. It's easy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You gotta definitely make it worth it. I mean, 10 songs is not that great to me. I mean, I'm not down in the artists that have the 10-song albums because they're amazing, but I just feel that I want to do more than that. I want to be different than the artists nowadays. You know what I mean? I want to kind of bring back that 90s feel. You know, that
Yeah.
that is what I'm trying to bring back.
The classic, man.
Right. That classic rap.
Yeah. You know, I'm trying to think, because we're around the same age. Like I find myself listening to a lot of the music from the 80s and the 70s now. You know, I'm not really in the new music. I'm like, you know, I've become the old guy who's cussing the youngsters for having, you know, this music is rubbish. You know, like the people used to say to us, this music is rubbish. You know,
Right. That's like when I was growing up. I mean, my mom, I grew up on like, you know, the Temptations, Sam Cooke.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. These are the people I listen to now. Really?
Oh, they don't know nothing about that. I mean, like I have 3 boys. I mean, 21, 16, and 12. And they know who that is because, you know, I brought that to them because my mom had me listen to it, but they would have had no idea who Sam Cooke was, you know, if it wasn't for me. So there's a lot of kids are like, who is James Brown? Are you serious?
Right? Legend.
Right. He like is the one who revolutionized the game. You got to know who these people are. If you want to be an artist, especially, you got to know who paved the way for you, you know?
Yeah, sure.
So you got to know those.
There's only one guy who ever survives in it, and that's Michael Jackson. He's the only one who's probably going to continue. Because even when you think of someone like Prince, you know, he died, and you don't really hear, even though he's great, you don't really hear his music as much. So no one's going to talk about him. But Michael Jackson, he's the one who's going to continue in 100 years. You still know who Michael Jackson is. Really?
On Michael Jackson, that's why I loved his music so much. He was way, way before his time. I mean, even the way he wrote it, just his passion, that's what makes me so passionate about my music. I mean, and why it takes so long to do it. I want to master it. I don't want to, you know, put something out there that's not great. You know what I mean? I want to put something out there that people are going to love or think it's different from other rap. You know, you got to try to separate yourself nowadays. I don't want to sound like everybody else. So
that's it. That's actually what I tried to do, man. And then, you know, actually, I remember when I was doing music, you know, I remember being sent in a loop. They were like, yeah, your music's good, but you got to make it sound a bit more like this. So I'd go back and do the song like this. And then they'll come to, I'll go back. Yeah, can I do? No, your music's got to, it sounds too old now. You're going to make it sound like this. I was like, okay. Went back, made it sound like this. Come back. Oh, yeah, but now, see, that's the thing. That music, the sounds are old. So now you got it, the sounds. And I was like, just getting set. It's like being in a circle in the middle and there's a gang around you and a punching you back into the middle. I was like, yo, you know, and that's when it really, I started losing heart. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to play piano, man.
Right. And that's the most beats that I like than anything, or beats that have instrumentals in them. I love those beats, mainly piano ones or maybe a harp or a flute or something like that thrown in there. Those are the most amazing beats to me. You got to have the instrumentals in there.
Yeah, definitely. I like melodic music.
Oh,
okay, two things before we wrap this up, man. Is your piano on?
Oh yeah. Oh no, it's not actually.
It's not on. How long does it take to boot up?
I'd have to hook it to my board actually.
No, I wanted you to play me a riff.
Yeah. I'll make sure next time you have me on there, I have it hooked up for you.
Hey, I'm gonna hold you tonight. I'll be like, yo, Shawn, I need that riff. I'm gonna need that riff, you know. I'm gonna need that riff.
Yeah. Oh, next time you got me on there, I already got you, man. You already know.
Yeah. Just quickly, what piano style do you play actually?
Actually, I just started. I didn't know how to play piano at all at first, believe it or not, and I just
Okay.
started listening to like harmonies, like in songs and whatnot. And
Mm,
I taught myself just little ways of how to do like little
okay.
chimes or just little chords to put in the songs, and
Okay.
that's how it started. I mean, I didn't even know the notes or anything. I recently started learning the notes and actually
Yeah.
stuff like that, but I learned just off sound, believe it
I
or
mean,
not.
you don't need the notes anyway. I mean, you don't need to know all the notes as long as it sounds good. You know, like knowing
But
the
I mean, a
notes. If
lot
you,
of they can't go off sound, so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
yeah, I'm good at knowing the sound. When I put these chords together and I play them back to back, and I just get something in my head in the middle of the
Mm.
night, it could be 1 or 2 in the morning, and I got to get up and get it out. You know what I mean? It's like I'll come in the studio and and my girl's like, "What are you doing in here?" Just like I got to get this out of my head before I lose it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I can
So
if you ever get a chance, go to my website. You can either put in www.blackoplips.com or alstalio.com. It doesn't matter. Both send you the same place.
okay,
And listen to the song Cool Down, it's called. This was a song. I woke up in the morning, I had this song, and I woke up in the morning, I produced it. Really. It's called Cool Down. Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
okay,
I had to
I'll
do it. I
definitely.
produced it. I wrote it. Everything was from a dream, and I wasn't even high or anything. I was
He had
like,
to throw that in there too.
you know, because a lot of people say, "Yeah, I was high when I wrote that." It's like
Right,
I
right,
wasn't
or
high.
just yeah. But yeah, I'll
But
definitely check it out. Definitely.
if you get a chance, man, if you get a chance.
Oh, I'll definitely do that. No problem.
All right, yo, Shawn, we did it, man. The first
Oh
Rags
yeah.
to Riches Black Lips
Oh yeah,
collaboration.
yeah. Oh, you know I gotta shout out everybody in my
Yeah,
Rags to
man.
Riches family.
You
Frank,
got the floor for like 30 seconds, man. Do your handles, shout out who you want. Go.
okay, thank you. Well, first off, I'd like to thank God first and foremost, my Rags to Riches family, Frank, Jonathan, everybody for hooking me up, and of course, I'd like to thank my kids, Trayvon, Trayton, and Jordan. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you. You know what I mean? And I just want to thank the fans that listen to my music. I want to let you know that I got a lot of more good stuff coming. So get excited and get ready because summer be coming.
Yeah, man. That sounds good, man. So, yeah, man, we'll wrap this up. Did you say where we can? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely did, and I look forward to another interview with you, man. You got to get me on again.
Yeah, definitely. Yo, as soon as you got your, you can do when you got your next song if you want, or if you want to wait a little bit and then get your album done, then just hit me up, man. I'm here. We always have spaces. Okay. Actually, we're full now until June, but it doesn't matter, man. I can squeeze you in anywhere, man.
Okay, you know, I'll definitely hit you up, man, and I appreciate you taking time to do my interview. It was amazing, man.
No problem, man. Anytime.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Then peace, and we'll see you in the.
Oh yeah, you already know. Have a good one, everybody.
Yeah, see you later. Bye.
Much love.